Welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course. Part 2, Math of Vedic Ganita Sutras. Today, in this lesson 73, we are going to focus upon integrated format of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras. There are 16 sutras and 13 Upsutras. Sutras make a complete system in itself. Likewise, Upsutras also make a complete system, and both together as well lead to an integrated format of 16 sutras and 13 Upsutras. Today, we shall be revisiting this format. Ganita Sutras in sequential form take us up till first sutra to 16th sutra. Likewise, Ganita Upsutras as well take us from Sutra 1 to Upsutra 13. This may be taken as system 1, it is a system 2, and then we will be having a reach at system 3, which is of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras combined. And here the integrated text proceeds with Sutra 1, followed by Upsutra 1, then Sutra 2, followed by Upsutra 2, and likewise there is a reach up till Sutra 7, Upsutra 7, and then Sutra 8. Here there is an organization of Sutras 1 to 8 and Upsutras 1 to 7. This is 15 steps long, first branch. Then after Sutra 8, straightway comes Sutra 9 and followed by Upsutra 8, and likewise we will proceed and reach up till Sutra 14, followed by Upsutra 13, and then Sutra 15 and Sutra 16. This two-pronged is taking us Sutra 1 to Sutra 7, followed by Sutra 8. Here we will begin with Sutra 9, then Upsutra 8, and we will reach up till Sutra 14, followed by Upsutra 13, and then Sutra 15 and 16. Let us visit the text. We'll see that Sutra 8 and Sutra 9 both are of 16 letters each. Likewise, Sutra 15 and 16 are also of 16 letters each. There are 5 sutras, that is Sutra 1, Sutra 8, Sutra 9, Sutra 15, Sutra 16. These 5 sutras, namely Sutra 1, Sutra 8, Sutra 9, Sutra 15, and Sutra 16, and they all are texts of 16 letters each. This feature, that this text of 29 sutras and Upsutras, the combined text is 16 sutras and 13 Upsutras. These make 29 steps integrated format, and of these, see that Sutra 1 to Sutra 8, but next Sutra, Sutra 9 as well, is like Sutra 8 are of 16 letters as this, and then we begin with 9th Sutra, then 8th Upsutra, and so on. We reach up till Sutra 14 and Upsutra 13, followed by Sutra 15 and Sutra 16. Both are of 16 letters text. There are out of 25, in these 25 steps, the sutras 8 and 9 and 15 and 16, both being of 16 letters each. As such, there is no gap between this sutra and this sutra in terms of letters, and likewise here also there is no gap, so no extra bridging is required here at these places, and that way the remaining organization is the integrated format. However, first part up till Sutra 8 and then starting with Sutra 9. So first part begins with Sutra 1 and second limb, second branch starts with Sutra 9. It is this feature, it is the first feature of this integrated format. See, we are having first system of Sutras 1 to 16. Second system is of Upsutra 1 to Upsutra 13. And then there is a third system, and it is called integrated format, and it is like this, that the gap is filled with Upsutra 1. Then this gap is filled by Upsutra 2, and we continue like this, Sutra 7, and the gap is filled by Upsutra 7, followed by Sutra 8. We say we have covered half of the integrated format. Then we begin with Sutra 9, and gap is filled by Upsutra 8. Sutra 10, gap is filled by Upsutra 10, and so on. We continue, reach up till Sutra 14, followed by Upsutra 13, and then Sutra 15 and Sutra 16. See, Sutra 8 to Sutra 9, there is an automatic bridging, and likewise from Sutra 15 to 16 also is an automatic bridging. But when we were in a cyclic setup for this integrated format, we'll see that Sutra 1 is having 16 letters, and Sutra 16 is also having 16 letters, and so here as well there is an automatic bridging. So there is automatic bridging at Sutra 8 and Sutra 9, and at Sutra 15 and 16, and as a cyclic order from 16 to 1 as well, there is an automatic bridging. When we say it is an automatic bridging, that is the feature of value 16, which makes it 2 raised to power 4. It is in fact is the dimensional frame of a 4 space. There are quadruple dimensions and all are spatial. Further, this is that 2 raised to power 4 is equal to 4 raised to power 2. It is this inversion which is referred as a automatic bridging. This is a feature of a spatial order. It is this feature of spatial order which deserves to be comprehended well. We shall glimpse it that it is this feature of the spatial order of a force space which is making this system as an integrated system. Now let us see how we proceed. We proceed with Sutra 1. Text is Ekadikein Purve. This text is 16 letters and 75 is the TC value. TC value means we translate it into numbers, and this makes 25. Here Ka is a Brahma of TC value 4 and Ref is of TC value 3 equal to Ref. With this, when we want to reach at Sutra 2, it is Nikhilam, Navastasha, Charmam, Dashata. This is 7 letters, 14 letters and 7 letters, and TC value is 29, 50 and 28. It makes that Brahma, creator, and Brahm, eternity. It is have a bridging of 50, that is hypercube 5 with creative boundary of 10 components having fixation of 10 into 5 is 50. Now a transition from this between these two, this gap is bridged by Upsutra 1, that is Anurupen. This is 10 letters text and is of 42 as the TC value. This value, this text here has a bridging. So Anurupen, these 10 letters and 42 as the TC value. Now the real learning is as to how the transition from Sutra 1 to Sutra 2 is to be had in terms of bridging by Sutra 1. The real responsibility or basic responsibility of the Vedic mathematics teacher as such will be to have a very smooth bridging from Sutra 1 to Sutra 2 with the help of Sutra 1. Now, first let us have a translation. It is Anurupen. This Anurupen means proportionately. It means a symmetry. And if we go to the text, it is split as Anu, Roop, and Anu means follow, Roop means form, and means as it is framed, as it is bound, as it is framed. Therefore, the Sutra 1 as Anurupen will give us 3 different features. Number 1 is proportionately. So when one Sutra 1 says 1 more than before, that means when proportionately we see, we can have 2 more than the previous one, or we can have n more than the previous one. So it is the mathematics of reaching from 1 to 2 to 3 and so on. It could be from 1 to 3, 5 and so on, or it could be from 1 to 7 and then 13 and so on, or from n to n plus 1. See how the availability of the rule Anurupane or proportionality will enrich the mathematics of Ekadik and Purve. So Ekadik and Purve gives us that 1 is the unit. It is the unit value, and we progress in terms of this unit as 1, then we take 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1, and so on. However, when we are having the Anurupane rule, it could be unit could be 2, it could be 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2, and so on, or it could be n, n plus 1, n plus n plus n, and so on. It is this feature which deserves to be comprehended well, as it is in terms of this integrated approach that there will be a very additional resourceful structures available to us. It is like if Sutra 1 is of a linear progression, it is along a line, first point, the next point, the next point, the next point, and so on. But when Anurupane is also available to us, it will make it that we may be progressing along a line. It will be one area unit, another area unit, another area unit, and so on. Or it could be a solid format that we will be progressing as one solid unit, then followed by another solid unit, and another solid unit, and so on. This way, the mathematics of linear progression will result into spatial organization. It will take us to solid organization and even of the higher orders. Further, see if we are having the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, then proportionality will also help us to reach at the values 1 cross 1, 1 cross 2, 1 cross 3, 1 cross 4, and so on. That is, from a line, we will be entering in a surface. We will be having 1 unit area, 2 units area, 3 unit area, and so on. And likewise, we can reach at this value, and it is this way that we can reach from line to plane, and further from a plane to we can reach at the solids as well. It is this feature which deserves to be comprehended well, as it is in this context only that the mathematical systems of Vedic mathematics as of integrated format will have very wide applications. It is this richness of the integrated format for which our teaching of Vedic mathematics is to sequentially proceed. Now we know the Sutra 2 is all from 9 and last from 10. Now, one way to appreciate and apply is that there are 9 numerals for a 10 place value system. So in terms of 9 numerals, 1, 2 to 9, we can organize the numbers along a 10 place value system as first place value, then the next place value, further place value, and so on. And this format will, with the help of the Upsutra 1 as Anurupane, that is, follow the form as it is framed. That means if we are having a 5 space, then its frame is a creative, that is, the boundary is a creative, and it is of 10 components. Therefore, this 10 place value system will of its own take us to the creative boundary of a 5 space, and with it we will having Sthapatya geometric format for our place value system. It is this shift, it is this transition, it is this reach from the place value system to the geometric formats for the place value system which will help us avail this integrated format for such a very wide range of applications, as the numbers arithmetic will take us to geometry. We will reaching for 10 place value system a format of creative boundary of 5 space, and it is this aspect, or it is this value, or it is this feature which is to be availed. But it is only one of the glimpse, one of the aspect which is pointedly being pointed here. The other one we can say that if we say that ekadikain means taking a particular pebble from a particular beaker to the next beaker, then proportionality would mean that symmetrically we can take 2 pebbles from a beaker to another beaker, or we can have a transfer of a pebble from first beaker straight to a third beaker. And likewise, we can see that instead of taking one pebble at a time, we can have pair of pebbles being taken or any number of pebbles being taken. It is this transfer of the pebbles from one beaker to another beaker, and at a further step will amount to that if we are having a line, then all its points one by one can be transferred. It will amount to transfer of a structure. So this transfer of the structure with the help of the integrated format will take us to the very different disciplines, sub-disciplines of mathematics. So numbers to Sthapatya or geometric bodies, and the transfer of the pebbles from one source to another source, and likewise the transfer of all the constituents of a particular body into the another beaker. This is a transfer of structures. So we can have a transfer of structures, and it is this mathematics of transfer of structures when is in a dynamic state. That means if we take the point as a structured point, that means point itself is having structures, and these structures can be maybe of a point zero space, it may be of one space, these structures may be 2 space, or structures may be 3 space. So when these structures will be transferred, that would mean that if we are having one reservoir in which they say there are structures of there is a plane surface, we want to transfer it. We can first reduce it into points, that here each point will be having a structure of a plane. Then we will transfer this point to another destined reservoir, and likewise when all the points will be transferred, it will amount to the structure of a plane here stands transferred into another source. It is this transfer of structures is the aspect which is being availed by the Vedic mathematics for the transcendence of 7 space content through rays of the sun as 7 colors, and it is 5 space content which will flow. And when we will have a point as 5 space point, and it will reach the east, Purv, and it will enter a 4 space through the cosmic window. It is this reach from the cosmic window will make a phenomenon that it will have a reach up till the origin. And it is this transcendental origin which will make a transcendental seal. And it is this transcendental seal when it will transcend, that is when 5 space origin itself will transcend, then you see how these structures are being transferred through rays of the sun. And it is this phenomenon which is the real chase phenomenon of Vedic mathematics. So Vedic mathematics is to take us as to how our solar universe is 6 space with 7 space as its origin, is having a flow of a transcendental content, and this will take us to a 5 space, and 5 space body is hypercube 5, and hypercube 5 is of 4 folds, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It makes value 18. So see that Shunya is of TC value 18. Let us sit comfortably and let us have a blissful comprehension as that a reach from Sutra 1 up till Sutra 5, where it is going to be Shunyam, Samme, Samuche. It is here at the 5th step, that it is here where within a creator's space there is a reach up till the origin, and origin is a transcendental seal. So it is this point at the origin is of a status firstly as a 4 space domain, and simultaneously it is of a 5 space domain. How Shunyam value 18 equal to the summation value of 5 folds of hypercube 5 takes us to a point as a structured point, and the structured point is this structured point is Shunya. It is this point, it is this Shunya which is of structures of a 5 space. This is called Avyakto Avyaktat Sanatan. It is this eternity feature which is to be comprehended, and it is this feature which is to be inculcated, which is to be transferred, which is to be made comprehensible by a buddhi. So buddhi, intelligence, as a word formulation of TC value 25 is the summation value of 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So these 18 value as a Shunya at the next step is to be taken, and it is this which is to be comprehended well, to take the young minds, the pure intelligence field, the pure intelligence state, buddhi, to comprehend and to be parallel with itself as a self-referral intelligence. So intelligence itself is evaluating itself, unfolding itself, appreciating itself, imbibing itself, enriching itself. It is this which will take us from Shunyam of Sutra 5 to Sutra 6. Anurupe. Here is Anurupe. Similarly, so starting with Upsutra 1, Anurupe, and reaching up till Sutra 6 of the formulation Anurupe, it is a big exercise. It is a big responsibility. It is a very heavy responsibility of the Vedic mathematics teachers to be of very, very gentle steps to take the young minds, innocence fulfilled minds. So, innocence is to be transformed into a self referral intelligence, pure intelligence. From innocence to self referral intelligence is a very, very big. So, innocence to self referral intelligence change from Sutra 5 to Sutra 6 with the help of Upsutra 5. So, this Upsutra 5 is a Vestanam folds. So, from Sutra 5 to Sutra 6, as Vestanam is in effect is going to be very finer test of the efficiency of teaching by the Vedic mathematics teacher to a young mind, to innocence fulfilled mind, to make innocence mind as a self-referral intelligence fulfilled. So the test is, the index is that we are having a mind, a young mind, a innocence fulfilled mind. And this innocence fulfilled mind is to be enriched to make it a self-referral intelligence. From innocence to self-referral intelligence, from Sutra 5 to Sutra 6, a bridging with the Upsutra 5, Vestanam. It is this which can be taken as the first test. So, Vedic mathematics teachers training is to have an index evaluation in terms of the efficiency with which there is a transition from Sutra 5 to Sutra 6 with bridging by Upsutra 5. And in practical attainment, it would amount to that innocence is transited into a self-referral intelligence, self-interacting intelligence. This is the phase of teaching and learning both, and it is this phase of teaching and learning which shall have a basic halt, and it will be taken as one phase of teaching and learning, and it is this phase of teaching and learning which takes from Sutra 5 to Sutra 6 with the help of Upsutra 5, which is to be availed. All students of mathematics, all scholars of mathematics, all teachers of Vedic mathematics, all Vedic mathematics schools, all Vedic mathematics institutions have to fully alive as that Vedic mathematics teachers training, Vedic mathematics teaching have to have a phased indexing, and first phase is to be up till Sutra 5, having transition into Sutra 6 with the help of Up Sutra 5. It is this Sutra 5 and Sutra 6, bridging by Up Sutra 5, which is to be attained fully, and it is only thereafter that the second phase of the training shall begin. Vedic mathematics teachers who reach only up till this time, only they can be entrusted the responsibility of schooling of first 12 years. All those teachers who are not of such attainment of comprehension of the features, the transition from Sutra 5 to Sutra 6, with the help of Sutra 5, they shall have further tapasya, further sadhana, and continue absorbing the values, and they have to transcend, they have to cross this bridge. And it is only by crossing this bridge that Vedic mathematics teachers for the graduation classes are to be entrusted the responsibility. Thank you very much. इधर से कर दिया आपने.